Hey everyone, Agnach here. Welcome to another video. In today's video, I'm bringing you the most broken army in Clash of Clans, and you only have 2 weeks to use it. Halloween is coming, and Supercell has brought back a troop that was loved by many, also hated by as many people as well. You might ask which troop this is, and that is the Royal Ghost. As you know, I'm a bit of a spammy player, so I'm in the people that love it percentage. But it's really amazing to use it while it's still around. The Royal Ghost has the same damage per second as a P.E.K.K.A. at 680 damage per second. However, its HP is just a bit more than a wizard. The amazing thing about this troop is that it stays invisible for 12 seconds, which give it plenty of time to destroy everything around the base, and only has an 8 housing space, which means you can bring a lot of them. The army I use with them is this one, and as always, I'll leave the link in the description below. The army has 28 Royal Ghosts, 2 Super Wall Breakers, 2 Ice Golems, 2 Headhunters, a Baby Dragon, and some cleanup troops. The spells are like bringing 3 freezes, a poison, a haste, and 6 bat spells. I will be explaining all of them and what to do for each one of them. In the CC, I bring Yetis with a rage and a freeze, and I use the log launcher as the siege machine. In this video, I'll show you how to use it against ring bases, teaser bases in Legends League, and also war bases. Definitely use it while it is around and you will get lots of triples. This army as well, the one that I'm using, is for Town Hall 14, but I'm pretty sure that any other Town Hall where you can use this troop, you will be able to triple as well. So let's go to the first attack. So this is the first attack going against Bartek, and it's kind of like a ring base. So basically what you want to do with this army, the reason why I'm bringing the bad spells with the Royal Ghost, you want to get rid of as much splash damage as you can. If you go against a base that has 3 single Infernos, it is beautiful. Most of the time what you want to do, the Town Hall is on the outside, so you just want to swing a lot of Royal Ghosts onto the Town Hall. However, on this occasion, because the Town Hall is kind of like in the center of the base, and from the northern side there's the heroes, which would take a long time for the Royal Ghost to get it, I decided to create kind of a funnel on the right hand side at 3 o'clock and at 6 o'clock, and then send my hero push, which your hero push is basically the 2 Ice Golems, the Super Wall Breakers, your King, Queen, and Warden. And sometimes if you want as well, you can send your Royal Champion there. However, depending on the base, sometimes I like waiting and sending her where there's some splash damage left, or towards the Town Hall if I didn't get it down. Or yeah, sometimes I do send her with the King and the Queen, and with the Warden, all 4 heroes destroy the base. As you can see, the free spells I use for your bad spells. However, if you're going against a base like this and you have to freeze the Town Hall, you have to freeze the defense, and you're gonna get more value from your heroes from freezing it, then definitely do it. Because if you get rid of all of the splash damage, like on this base, the only splash damage left was that Wizard Tower, which went down to a Royal Ghost, then there's no splash damage left, and you don't really need the freezes anymore for your bats. Now the haste, I don't use it for the bats, I usually use it for the Royal Ghost, and I will have a couple of replays to show you. This is another type of kind of like a ring base, and basically what I do is just create a funnel on either side and then send my push in between. The reason why I decided to choose the come this side is because both of the scatters are on this side, as well as the eagle in the center. So with my Royal Ghost, I want to create the funnel, and I want to get rid of those Wizard Tower scattershot compartments. Once that's done, I can start from 3 o'clock area with my heroes. Now with the haste, you can use it there if you want to go and get something with your Royal Ghost that it's a little bit deeper in the base. The haste lasts for quite a while, so you can just send your Royal Ghost going in. Usually I use it for a Town Hall that might be a little bit deeper but still on the side, but on this occasion I decided to use it there. Now I'm sending my 2 Ice Golems, my Super Wall Breakers, my King, my Queen, and my Warden with the log launcher from behind, going all the way towards the Town Hall. Now the rage, you can use it in two different ways. You can either do like a bat bomb with the rage, and that way the bats will build up a lot faster and they will get rid of the defense a lot quicker, and then they can just keep moving around. Or you can use it for your Yetis and your heroes if you think you're gonna get more value from it. So on this occasion, because they were getting rid of the tank hole, I decided to use it with them. And as you can see, we do have 3 multi-infernos, so that's why I haven't sent the bats just yet. Now I can see that there's 2 multi-infernos staying, so I use one of the freezes for one of the multi-inferno. Then as they're moving to the multi-inferno, I use the freeze for the other one. The queen does end up moving that way, so she gets rid of one of the multi-infernos, and we got rid of the base. So even with 3 multi-infernos standing, we were able to get rid of it. And the other thing is that this attack is so quick, so you can take your time picking everything. This is another thing I like about the Royal Ghost. Don't do what I just did here. When you have the clan castle just on the outside, go first for the clan castle and then go for the outside buildings, because I ran the risk of having the Royal Ghost becoming invisible and then the CC would have come out. However, if you get rid of the clan castle with your Royal Ghost, you've got 12 seconds to get rid of that clan castle. You only need 1 or 2 Royal Ghosts and that will go down. So if you find a base like that with the clan castle on the outside, it's easy to get rid of it. Now this is the reason why I use the haste. My ghost can go there very quickly. Now as you know, the HP is not that great, so you always use like a test Royal Ghost to see if there's any bombs, tornado trap, small bombs, because small bombs, even small bombs, can just kill your Royal Ghost. So you don't want to send a bunch of them and all of them die into a small bomb. So just send one, and once they don't trigger any traps, then you can send around 3 to 4 Royal Ghosts. Will get rid of the tank hole. Now from the other side, usually what I like doing is sewing for the tank hole when you have the tank hole on the outside, and a lot of the time the eagle will be on the other side. And because I like using the log launcher, I will just come in from the eagle side. Remember, with your heroes, you want to get rid of as much splash damage as you can, because otherwise the bats aren't gonna survive. And the freeze spells, as you saw there, I froze the expos because I could. You've got so many freeze spells, and if you only have 1 splash damage defense, you don't really need that many, so you can just use it just to save your heroes, to get more value, or to get rid of a few more splash damage defenses. So that was another example of how to use it. Now here we've got another one which is similar to the other base, but kind of like upside down. And the same thing, using my Royal Ghost just to clear the buildings on the outside. Also put a few and just give them time to get rid of as many buildings as they can before you start sending another wave of Royal Ghosts. If you start sending all of them, then they're all gonna become visible at the same time, they're all gonna die at the same time. But if you send like 3, 4 of them and they get quite a few buildings, and then you can send a few more. Over here I use the haste, as I show you, to get rid of the tank hole because it was a little bit more into the base. Now that I know that the tank hole is down, I can just come in from where the eagle is, send my ice golem with a super wall breaker, put my king, my queen and my warden. Also you can use a couple of Royal Ghosts just to funnel them inside. Another thing that some people do is they bring a couple of sneaky goblins as well. That helps them either funnel, or also when you finish the attack and the bats have finished the whole thing, for cleanup, sneaky goblins are actually really good because there will be a lot of storages standing. Over here my log launcher opens in the center of the base. Put the rage down, get the queen to get rid of both defending heroes, and now she's going to be in the center of the base tanking the Scottish. So I stab my bats from the side. I still decide to freeze that Scottish shot because we all know that the Scottish shot loves just doing like 360, throws the bomb, kills all my bats, and then the raid is gone. But as you can see, we managed to get it. The tornado trap got triggered by the Royal Champion, but thankfully the bats had been there and gone by the time that got triggered. Here we've got another similar type of base that you will see in a lot of Legend League bases, and the same thing, you sew your Royal Ghost for the tank hole. So I like these sort of bases because it's very easy to get to the tank hole. You don't need to use many spells. The only thing is you have to get rid of all the stuff surrounding it. It doesn't matter how many ghosts you use. As you can see, I've got 14 left, so I did use a fair share, and then I just put a few at the south just to create a bit of a funnel, because I want my log launcher to come into that expo compartment. That way it's gonna open everything across the center of the base, and that way my heroes can go and get rid of defending heroes. They can get rid of one of the scattershots, they can get rid of the multi-inferno, they can get rid of the clan castle. One of the things I did do, which I don't have in many of these replays, I did get rid of one of the bad spells for a poison spell. I was seeing a lot of super minions, and as you can see on this army, the only you have your queen, you have your royal champion, and the warden. That's the only thing that can target air. So if you have super minions and your queen and royal champion somehow they died or something happened, those super minions can just kill your entire thing. So that's why I decided to just bring a poison spell as well instead of one of the bad spells, and it's been working really well. If you don't want to bring the poison spell, it's also worked really well for me as well. But yeah, so, and one thing that I noticed, a lot of people on their bases, they've got a lot of wizard towers and scattershots next to each other, so they're very easy to freeze. So look for that kind of stuff, because then you can just use one freeze to freeze the scattershot and the wizard tower, put the bad bomb there, you get rid of the base. Now I'm gonna show you a couple of warlike bases. So we've got this one, and it's the same idea. First you send your royal ghost for the tank hole. So over here I'm just cleaning everything. Now when it comes to bomb towers, I only send one of my royal ghosts for the bomb tower, because as soon as it goes down and it explodes, that royal ghost is kaput. So obviously you don't want to send 2 or 3 to the bomb tower and then have 3 of them die. So that's why I usually just send one. Once that dark elixir goes down, I can put the haste. They're gonna go to the tank hole, hopefully, if the skellies aren't there. And that's another little trick that I've got. So if the skellies come out, the skelly traps, and you don't want your royal ghost to keep targeting the skellies, you do have an archer. You can just put the archer in one of the corners. Just make sure that it can't be targeted by any of the defenses. And when you put the archer there, all the skellies are going to be moving to that corner. So that's a little trick that you can use just so that your royal ghosts aren't getting stalled when you want them to go to a particular defense or to the tank hole. You can just do that to move the skellies away. Now over here again, I'm going towards the eagle compartment, and I think the eagle is one of the worst ones here, because it can target your bats, doesn't matter where it is, and you have to time it perfectly to freeze that eagle and freeze whatever else splash damage is hitting your bats. So if you can get rid of that eagle nice and quick, it's perfect. The more splash damage that you can get rid of, the better. And again, another example of a scatter and a wizard tower being able to be frozen by one spell. And on this occasion I was able to also freeze the royal champion with it, which it was perfect. There's only one splash damage left. Use my last freeze there just to save the king, and now it's just cleanup. And as I said before, it's a very fast attack. You can take your time with your ghost going for the tank hole. It's really nice. Like, the cleanup is very quick. Here we've got another base, and I'm gonna do the same thing, just sui for the tank hole with your royal ghost. Again, you can use quite a few of them. Usually I use between 10 and 15, just clearing the buildings and going for the tank hole. Now over here we've got the skellies, but I saw that the royal ghost was getting rid of the skelly pretty quickly, so I just decided to send my royal ghost in for the tank hole. Tank hole goes down. Remember, they've got the same damage per second as a P.E.K.K.A, so they're gonna get rid of those defenses very quickly. And you've got 12 seconds of them being invisible, so it's really good. As soon as they become visible, they die very quick, but they can get rid of so many defenses very easily. So you just have to identify where all the splash damage in the base is, and then just surgically start deploying all the remaining royal ghosts that you've got, just to get rid of that splash damage. So as you can see here, I'm getting rid of the wizard tower. I'm creating a bit of a pathing so I can get rid of that multi-inferno as well. I can get rid of that scatter shot. So I'm just creating little pathing just to get rid of it. Then if you still have your royal champion, then you can send your royal champion towards one of the multi-infernos or one of the scatters. On this occasion I decided to send her to the center multi-inferno because that was going to be pretty hard to reach with my royal ghost, since I don't have the haste anymore. That goes down. It's perfect. Going down now, we just have the wizard tower, a scatter shot, and we had the multi-inferno, but that just went down, and we still have 4 freezes. So this is another thing that I like doing a lot, and you can do as well. If you only have a scatter shot and a wizard tower left, put all of your bats on top of the scatter shot. The scatter shot can't hit your bats, and then you can just use all of your freezes just to freeze the wizard tower that is next door. Or if it's a scatter shot and a multi-inferno, do the same thing. All of your bats on top of the scatter shot and just freeze the multi-inferno over and over and over again. Well, this is the army. Trust me, you definitely want to use it. You're going to be tripling a lot. But if you liked the video, please click the like button, subscribe to the channel, and I'll see you next time with more Clash. See ya.